In 2019, the CEO of Twitter had his phone number stolen without anyone touching his phone. Here's exactly how they did it. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, one of the most recognizable names in Silicon Valley. His accounts had every security measure you could imagine. Two-factor authentication, strong passwords, the works, and none of it mattered. Because the attack didn't go through his phone, it went through his phone number. And there's a critical difference. This is called a SIM swap attack. And once you understand how it works, you'll never look at your phone number the same way again. Your SIM card is the tiny chip inside your phone that ties your device to your phone number. When you get a new phone, your carrier transfers that number to the new SIM. It's a routine process. Carriers do it thousands of times a day. The problem? That process can be faked. A SIM swap attack happens when a criminal calls your mobile carrier, pretends to be you, and convinces the carrier to transfer your number to a SIM card they control. The moment that happens, your phone goes silent. No calls, no texts, because they're all going to the attacker now. To pull this off, an attacker needs to answer your carrier's security questions convincingly enough. That means they need personal information about you. Where do they get it? Everywhere. Data breaches, your social media profiles, people search websites that list your address, relatives, and date of birth for free. Sometimes they just buy a full profile on the dark web for a few dollars. In some cases, they bribe carrier employees directly. This is more common than the industry wants to admit. A $100 cash payment to a store employee has been enough to get a number transferred. Once they have enough information, your name, last four of your social security number, your billing address, they call your carrier and say, "I got a new phone. I need to transfer my number to this new SIM." And the carrier does it. In Dorsey's case, the attackers used a method tied to a third-party texting service called CloudHopper, which Twitter itself used for posting via SMS. Once they had control of his number, they used it to post a stream of racist and offensive tweets from his verified account. It lasted 15 minutes before Twitter shut it down. But here's what people missed in the headlines. They didn't need to crack a single password. They didn't need malware. They didn't need physical access to any device. They just needed his phone number. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your phone number is the recovery method for almost everything. Your email, your bank, your social media, your crypto wallet. When you forget a password, where does the reset link go? Your phone. When your bank needs to verify it's really you, what do they send? A text to your number. The moment a hacker has your number, they can trigger password resets on every account that's tied to it. Within minutes, they can lock you out of your entire digital life. This is why phone numbers are such high-value targets. They're the skeleton key. Dorsey wasn't an isolated case. He was just famous enough to make headlines. In 2021, federal prosecutors charged a group of young men, some as young as 19, with running a sophisticated SIM swap operation that targeted hundreds of victims. They stole millions in cryptocurrency. They targeted influencers. They targeted executives. They did it all from their bedrooms. One of the members of this group, known as the Scattered Spider Collective, would later be tied to attacks on major casinos, including MGM Resorts, causing an estimated $100 million in damage. It started with SIM swapping. It escalated from there. So what do? First, call your carrier today and set up a SIM lock or a port freeze. Most carriers now offer this. It means that no one, not even someone who walks into a store with your ID, can transfer your number without a special PIN you've set up in advance. It takes 5 minutes. Do it. Second, stop using your phone number as a two-factor authentication method wherever possible. SMS-based two-factor auth is better than nothing, but it's the weakest form because it's vulnerable to exactly this attack. Switch to an authenticator app instead. Google Authenticator, Authy. These generate codes on your actual device, not through your number. A SIM swap can't intercept them. Third, use a password manager. Every account should have a unique, randomly generated password. That way, even if one account falls, they can't chain into everything else. The carrier system was designed for convenience, not security, and attackers exploit that gap every single day. Jack Dorsey had a security team. He had engineers. He had resources most people can't imagine, and it still happened to him. The question isn't whether someone will try. The question is whether they'll succeed. Subscribe to FaultSignal. I post new videos every week breaking down real attacks, real techniques, and real fixes.